passed away. Look, Aretha Franklin was really mad, as she should have been. It's 1972. They promise her she's going to be a movie star. She has a contract with the film company and the record company. They tell her that she's going to make the follow-up to Woodstock. They're going to have Sidney Pollack direct it. Okay. I'm 7 years old, by the way, at the time. You're still only like 4, right, at the time? Seeing if you're
What year is this?
I'm just paying attention. 72. But they messed it up. And Aretha Franklin didn't suffer fools gladly. And nor should she have. I mean, you can see her, you know, she doesn't say much in the movie. She says, it's in E, and she looks at everybody. And by the way, you know how good that band is. And that band looks at her back and goes, it's in
Yeah,
F.
but she was looking at her father too while he was speaking.
Right.
You're up there too long, Daddy.
Absolutely. And she told everybody, but she told that band, which is a yo band, and you know, son of. So she said, E, it's in F. Okay. You sure it's in F? It's in F. Then she also says water. She says, God bless. Have a good night. God bless you and keep you. I'm trying to remember what were we talking about? What were we talking
The
about?
Oscar.
Oh, the Oscar.
Trying to get on
So
She was going to Woodstock.
Aretha's mad. This movie is supposed to come out. It doesn't. They messed it up. They hired the wrong guy. God bless Sidney Pollack. Love him, man. Love him, but he didn't know what he was doing. And it goes in mothballs, and she never becomes a movie star. So,
Diana Ross did.
and Diana Ross did.
Lady Sings the Blues
Same
and
year.
Mahogany
Yes.
and The Wiz.
Yes. So 7-year-old Alan Elliott is transformed into an older Alan Elliott, and I come and what I didn't know when we started this project was that she got pancreatic cancer, and pancreatic cancer took Sidney Pollack, but it took him in about 3 months, and you can get one kind or the other, and the other kind is sometimes you can go to 4 or 5 years. Rick Levy and I have been having this conversation for 11 years. That woman had 8 years of pancreatic cancer. And she was tough as nails. I mean, so 3 years ago we were supposed to go to the Telluride Film Festival, and most people know some of the craziness of, you know, you have to realize when they made this movie, there was a record company and a film company, it was one company. And everybody's scared of Aretha Franklin. Like, by the time I get there, nobody even wants to talk to her. They want to talk to Rick, and Rick doesn't even want to bring it up to her. And we go to, and about 2 weeks before Telluride, we said, you know, what do you want us to do here? We want to give you money. And Rick's like, Rick gave us to her lawyer, and her lawyer's like, I don't believe you have a contract. And I was like, yeah, we have a contract. And he said, show it to me. And I'm like, okay. He's like, oh, you got a contract. He said, let me call you back. And he called back like 2 hours later. He said, I got fired. And I was like, what do you want me to do? And I asked Rick, I was like, what do you want me to do? He's like, well, I guess you got to go show the movie at Telluride. So God bless Aretha Franklin. She then challenges it, and she goes to federal court. And she has a contract that's signed. And she goes up and and they're smart. They have a great lawyer who, you know, sues the Telluride Film Festival, doesn't sue me, whatever. And smart. And then she calls the judge, and she says, I don't, you know, it becomes like that scene in The Godfather. It goes like, you know, Michael Corleone, I don't know, you know, his father was in the olive oil business. And the judge goes, yeah, all right, well, okay, 14 days in the state of Colorado, can't show the movie. Shortly thereafter, her niece, Sabrina Owens, who's our partner and our friend. I mean, I had been talking to Sabrina for about a year, and Sabrina, you know, called me after that happened and said, look, she's got pancreatic cancer. And so that was that. I mean, you know, it was like, all right, we don't want to, I didn't get into this journey to disrespect the Queen of Soul. And how to do that became to just leave it alone, because she was not, she had enough to deal with in terms of her health. And so after Aretha passed, Sabrina texted me and said, the family would like you to come to the funeral. We went to the funeral. And then about 4 weeks later, she said, we'd like you to come show the movie to the family. So we went back to Detroit, showed the family the movie. And then we knew, this is around September 15th, and we said, we went armed with the knowledge that to make an Oscar run, we had to be in by October 1st. And so I showed the movie to them September 19th, went to Detroit, showed it to them at the Charles Wright African American History Museum. On the way home, Sabrina called me and said, okay, we want to do them. And I said, okay, what do you want? She said, I want this. I said, okay, let's give you that. It was made pretty much like that, might have been quicker. And we started the journey, and I said, do me a favor, let's not tell anybody. Let's do the Beyonce mic drop. The movie's not here, now it's here. And so we went to Tom Moyer at the Academy, and we said, don't tell anybody, we're qualifying, we're gonna do everything we need to do. We'll book a screening in Los Angeles, we'll do a thing at Film Forum. At Film Forum, people kept it very quiet, it was really terrific. But we knew about a week and a half before that it was gonna get out. So we sort of had a weekend where we were like, all right, we're gonna do Doc NYC. Then it became, this kind of fun little thing, which is Spike called me. Spike Lee is a terrific friend, and he's absolutely for real. He called me last week. We went to a basketball game 34 years ago. You'll like this story. We went and saw the Sonics play the Lakers, at the Forum, and I said to him when I first started talking to him, I said, we had this conversation about Nate McMillan, and we started talking, and I said, so we should continue that conversation. And Spike said, where are you at? And I said, look, I could use your help, we really want your voice in here. And he said, I'll do whatever you want. And a week later, he was in Los Angeles to host a screening last week. He's here tonight because, I don't know, because I love him. And
Queen of Soul.
Yeah, but you don't have to do this for the Queen of Soul. Your presence here is really meaningful to me, just so you know, in case.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm telling everybody else.
We all love Rita,
Yes.
So, and this is so important. I never heard of anything till I think Wesley Morris's article in the Times, and I called Bart. I said, Bart, who are these people that are doing this? And so we got us together. But this is American history.
Yeah.
It's world history, and hopefully, we can help. Oscar or not, that don't mean nothing. This is
Well, we're here for a reason. Look,
I know, but still, it's not about that though. Really.
No.
That's something.
But it is important for, our children and for people to understand the importance of the history, but also to recognize the history, I think. I'm going to
Hey,
add.
that has nothing to do with Oscar though.
It doesn't, but it does.
I disagree.
All right.
Driving This Motherfucking Daisy won Best Picture in 1989. In the conversation. You didn't do the right thing.
Yeah.
Driving Miss Daisy won motherfucking Best Picture. In the conversation. That was 29 years ago. I still remember it.
Like it was yesterday.
Like it was yesterday.
Like it was today. You're right. It does and it doesn't. We hope things are moving forward. We hope that there's some recognition for the movie.
I hope so too.
It is, the Film Forum thing shows us that it will have its own life. And the fun thing, I've lived with it on a computer, you live with it in an editing room, you live with it at your house for 11 years. But in this setting, when there's people here that get to experience that church service, because it's such a communal experience, especially in a